Hey, well, welcome to the channel. I'm just kind of sitting out here and drinking a nice Coke, and I was going to show you a place that sometimes where I go to. Hell, I don't know where to look at this thing because I'm not sure where the camera is. I guess it's over there. But it's going to show you a place I go to sometimes when I just want to be by myself, and I don't have to worry about anybody bothering me or anybody coming around. And I'll spin the camera around and let you see. I think I will anyway. There we go. Actually, why did I do that? Now I can't see the screen. Just do this way. Hey Andy, how you doing? This is a crematory. We'll walk around a little bit. And in Thailand, if you want to be by yourself, this is the place to be, because nobody will ever stop here. I mean, unless they're having a funeral, forget it. You're on your own, buddy. And matter of fact, when I used to smoke and hide it from my wife, I would hide my cigarettes at the crematory and get out on my bicycle and I'd stop over there and get my cigarettes before I took off. But this here, and I mean, I may be repeating myself, y'all already know this, but when they have a funeral, usually the body will go to the house in a coffin, and they'll put it up on this cart, and there'll be like a house around on top of the cart that the body will sit in, and they'll bring the body here, and they'll stop here. They'll pull the cart by hand from their house. Most of the time, a big long procession, and they'll take the coffin out right here and they'll put it here in the crematory. And there's one guy usually in charge of starting the fire and all that. Let me see if I can set this so you can see it better. There we go. Now I can move it around a little bit better. There we go. There's the top of it. And that thing will be just a smoking. But they'll drop the coffin off here, and then they'll take the other part over here, and they'll set the house, whatever the body came out. It's usually the shape of a little house, and it's really decorated real pretty. And they'll put it up on this set of blocks here, and there'll always be some wood in there or something. Or I've seen them use old tires. Usually there's a pile of tires laying around here somewhere. But and most of the times that I've seen them, they'll tie a string from the house here that's sitting up there, and it's probably about 6 or 8 feet above those blocks right there. They'll tie a string and then to someplace like over here, and then they'll put a bottle rocket on it, and they'll light the rocket off, and the rocket will shoot down the string and land over here inside the house, and boom, up it goes. It's usually full of gasoline or kerosene. And they burn that, and then they burn the body, and they'll burn the body over here. And the reason they burn the house, this is what my wife has told me, is because when they get to heaven, they'll have a place to live, which I guess it makes good sense. Yeah, to move this with my hand because I can't really adjust it. But right where they'll burn them. There we go. It's I've been to, I think, 2 of them, and they're both like this. And sometimes they will actually burn them out here in the open. And I believe this one here may be for just doing it that way. I'm really not sure, but I have seen them burn the coffins out in the open before they built this. Like, for a long time, this place didn't have one of these. It just had these two places here. Then you've got your little breather hole there. But you won't find people hanging around this place unless they absolutely have to. And then what they do after, like if they burned them here, they'll burn them all night, and somebody will sit out here, and then the next day, usually the family will come along and collect the bones up. And sometimes they put the bones in the wall of the temple, and other times, you know, they just spread them, or sometimes they keep them. But the ones that I've seen, I'm trying to think, well, it's kind of hard for me to say, because the people that two of the people that I saw, well, let me see. Yeah, two of the people that I saw were both foreigners. I don't believe I've been to a Thai funeral where they actually burned the body. They're both foreigners. But that's what it looks like. And I don't know what this is over here. I have no idea. And usually the people sit over there, they'll have a pretty good party. They usually have a party at the house for quite a few days. And usually from whenever people get off of work till 10 o'clock at night. And the body will stay right there. They put them in these kind of like refrigerated compartments that so the body stays fresh. And then when the 3 to 5 days are up, then they, like I said, they put them on a cart, and they'll be probably, maybe, it's hard to say. They'll usually have the first person or a push cart with a picture of the person going first. Then they'll have this long rope to the cart, and there'll be a bunch of people pulling the cart to the crematory. Now, there's this one. There's another one over by the old Mubon that I used to live in. I mean, we're only probably a mile, maybe half a mile apart. Usually, every little area will have a place like this, and they keep it up. There's got a great big old tree back here, and for some reason, and I have not got a definite answer, but people put spirit houses at their homes. And when they want to get rid of them, or for whatever reason, they'll bring them here to the crematory, and they'll generally lay them by a big tree like this. Now we'll walk over here and see if there's any spirit houses just laying over here. And I've asked my wife, I said, why they do that? And she couldn't answer me, so I don't know. But they'll dump their spirit houses that they want to get rid of over here. I don't see any right here. I'm not going to watch out for snakes too. Yeah, see, there's a spirit house right there, and you can see the ones on the ground right there that people have dumped. And I've yet to get a good answer. If anybody knows, or if somebody has any idea, leave it down in the comments. 'Cause I'd be interested to know. But this is a big, humongous tree. Buddy up. They won't come over and say hello, I guarantee that. But it's different, you know, it's different from what we're used to, and they'll spend a lot of money on a funeral. And you know, my personal feelings to that, I mean, this is my own personal opinion. I don't believe in spending money on somebody that's, you know, already gone. Spend it on them while they're here, if you love them that much. But this is what a crematory looks like, and there's some that are a lot more elaborate than this. But this is just one, you know, real close to my house. That oftentimes I'll get something to eat, and I'll come over here and sit under the tree and eat my lunch or my breakfast or whatever it is, if I don't go over to the temple. And right over here, that's all rice field over there. But you won't find anybody that will buy property next to a crematory. Most people don't even like to pass a crematory when they go to their house. So if you've got a piece of property and you're looking at a piece of property and there's a crematory close by, you can get a pretty good deal on it, because Thai people won't buy it. Just plain and simple, they just will not buy it. But you know, they just there's nothing on either side of this. There's the crematory, and then there's probably 100 meters of kind of field and woods to the road back there, and that's about it. Yeah, they do have a thing about ghosts. Hello, how are you? How is it in Korea? Yeah, and you know, I can tell ghost stories. My wife is very, very sensible and kind of normal thinking as far as, you know, Thai ways. She understands, you know, the American way, the Thai way, and all that. And she's not a hardcore practicing Buddhist, or, you know, she doesn't believe in lucky numbers or anything like that. But if we're out on the motorbike, and she says she doesn't believe in ghosts, but if we're out on the motorbike and we have to come through here at night and I slow down, you forget it. This is in Hang Dong. It's a crematory where they burn people. You know, she'll just freak out. She'll be beating my back. Say, get out of here, ghosts, ghosts, ghosts. I said, I thought you don't believe in ghosts. She goes, well, I don't. But they don't like that stuff. And they also, you know, the thing, I was gonna go to, we've got this tree, big tree behind one of the Mubons that I used to live in, and they've got it all draped in, you know, fabric, and a bunch of statues out there, and it's real pretty. And I was gonna go there today, but they were having some kind of a thing there, and I didn't want to interrupt them, so I came over here. And but they you know, the trees here are sacred. And hi, Thailand Heron. Life, this is in Chiang Mai in Hang Dong. It's not too far from my house. I can put the coordinates in it after I get back home and can dig into this video. But you know, they've built a wall around this tree, and there's a real nice area in there where you can go in and sit. And I think in some of my other videos, I have gone down what I call the Tall Tree Road. And it's a road, it's Highway 106. And yeah, at least he nodded his head at me. It's Highway 106, and there's trees planted along the highway there, and they're big, big trees. And they refuse to cut them down because apparently in the old days, one of the kings was going to lampoon, and he planted the trees along the way. Well, yesterday there's a big picture of a truck sitting in the road, and one of the trees had come down and crashed on top of it, took out about 3 cars. So maybe they'll do something about the trees now. It's they're pretty bad. They're real tall and they're real old, so the wind will knock them right out of their roots. But anyway, I just thought y'all might like to see this. I'll turn this thing around, or wait a minute, I'll do it this way. There we go. I just thought y'all might like to see this, and I had Hang Dong is, let me see, it's south of the city of Chiang Mai, about 15 kilometers. If you've been here and you've come to the airport, you've come to Hang Dong, but the part that I live in is about 10 kilometers south of the airport, along the big road that you turn into on the airport. That's where it is. But anyway, I just thought y'all might enjoy seeing this, and I had a few minutes on my hands. I wanted to get out of the house. I had to go get something to drink, and it's not too hot out right now, so I figured I'd come out here and do a quick video, and that's what I'm going to use these streams for. I'm not going to stream anything, you know, like a walk or anything like that. Oh, okay. Where are you at? What part of Chiang Mai are you in? Okay. I'm not going to use these for any of the walks or anything like that, or showing anything, you know, in particular. I'm basically just playing with this and see what it does. But anyway, I hope you enjoyed this little chat and this little walk around, and we'll see you on the next one. Y'all have a good night or a good morning or a good day or whatever it is. It's afternoon here, about, I guess, probably about about 5 o'clock or 6 o'clock or something like that. I don't know. When you're retired, you don't pay any attention to the time. You know when to wake up and when to go to bed. All right, buddy. We'll see you later. Thanks, y'all, for stopping in, and we'll see you on the next one.